Guys, Caleb here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Ideas Friends set. This set costs $60 in the United States and has 1,700 pieces. Let's get to the minifigs. Minifigure up is Ross, and I gotta say, he looks really good. I love his coat. It looks really cool in this neat tan color. He's got a tie and even a little bit of back printing, and it's even got a newspaper that says the LEGO News, which is really neat. It's got all kinds of news and stuff on it, but I really like his pants and his face expression. And the second expression is a happier look, but I do like the first expression a bit better. Second figure up is Monica, and she might be my least favorite character in the set. She's not, like, spectacular. Like, there's nothing incredible about her. She does have these cool, like, overalls, which actually look really neat. I like how those look. She's got the neat tan pants, even a bit of back printing, and a pretty nice hairpiece, and just like a little chocolate muffin or something, but overall, like, not super interesting figure, and nothing really wrong with it. I just think all the other figures are better. And her face flips around to have a more angrier expression. Third figure up is Chandler, and he looks really neat as well. I love his hairpiece. It looks really cool in this, like, dark brown color. He's got this really cool pants, and this shirt always reminded me of the, like, Rebel Trooper from back in 2007, which is really cool. You know, the back printing's a little dull, but I really like the computer he has. And the second expression is a more confused, grossed out version of Chandler, which this expression looks really neat. Then we have Rachel, who might actually be my favorite figure in this set. They nailed Rachel. She looks so much like she actually looks in the show, and that's what's so cool about it. The hairpiece works absolutely perfectly. She's got this, mug on like a dish. I love her pants. The shirt's pretty cool with the stripes. Even has some back printing, and overall this figure is actually spectacular. And the second expression is an angrier look, and overall I do like the first expression, like the smirk, better, but this one's pretty good too. And then we have Joey, and he's another one of my favorites. They did an incredible job with him. He looks really neat. I love this slice of pizza he has that looks really cool. He's got the pizza box, which looks really neat. I like the satchel he's got on too. It's really cool. I like his, red sweater and everything. Just, normal black pants without a print, but this figure is really cool. He has more of a casual smirk on the second side, but I really do like his hairpiece. Then we have Phoebe, and she looks really neat too. I like her hairpiece. The guitar is a really cool piece to come with the set. Really nice chest printing, and even a bit of back printing, which you can't really see because of the ponytail, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, pretty cool figure. And then she has a more shocked expression on the back, which looks really cool as well. Then we have a guy that actually works at the coffee shop, and he might actually be my least favorite. He just seems like an unnecessary seventh figure that they kind of threw in. I do like his tie. Back printing's okay, he's just got a broom, but okay figure. And the second expression is a more stern look, and I do think it's a little weird how this is, like, literally Luke Skywalker's face that they just kind of threw in here, so this figure is alright. I don't know. I think all the other friends are overall better than this figure. And before I show you the actual model itself, I will say this model is my brother's, so I didn't actually build this, but he said it was kind of a complicated, longer build, and here is the finished product, and it's definitely a lot bigger than I was initially expecting. I was not expecting this thing to be this large. This thing, off the bat, is a great deal. For only $60, you're getting 7 minifigures and this massive build. So, like, right off the bat, I really liked it. And I'm reviewing this model as someone who's never even seen a single episode of Friends before. So it's going to be really interesting. I was literally just, like, reading the names off the instruction manual because I've never watched the show, like, I've watched a part or two of an episode, but, I don't really know the characters, and I don't really know the whole gist of it. But overall, this is a really good-looking set, even though I don't really watch Friends. I guess we'll start off with this couch area, and what's really cool is that you can actually literally just pick this up and take it out and put it somewhere else if you just want to display, the friends on a couch, and it's just, an empty spot here, but you can literally just take it off and put it here, if we want to look at this closer up. So this is the table itself, and I will say my main problem with this whole table setup, and really the whole set, is how easy it is to accidentally knock something off. Like, literally, if you touch it at all, it just knocks those off. And so you gotta be, like, really careful. Otherwise, like, literally it'll just knock off, like, all the time. Like, it's knocked off a lot of times when I was just, like, moving this over to review it. And so this thing does knock around pretty easily and is more of a fragile set, especially this part. So you definitely want to be fragile with it. But I do really like this reserved sign that turned out really cool. You got some flowers, you got a little mug, and then you have these really two cool like orange seats that I actually ended up putting Ross on. And then we have this really cool couch, which I only put 2 figures on, but it actually fits 3 figures on there. And so that's really cool. And then you have just more of a seat that I put her on. And it does have a really cool carpet design, and it's a bit of a shame. It's hard to get a good look at it, right? Because there's so much other stuff on it. But it is a really cool carpet design. There's even a stud over here for one other person to stand. So you can actually have the 6 of them on here, which is pretty nice. And behind the entire couch setup, we actually have some seats and a table, which is the same thing where you can literally take it out to have on its own, and there's not too much special here. You can literally just have 2 people sit down. It has the same problem where it can kind of accidentally get knocked off, but, you know, it's a bit sturdier, and I don't know, it's not quite as special as the other one. It does have a stud for someone to stand, but you literally can just plop that, like, right in there, and it fits in well. And see, it's, like, already knocking the table off just when I do that, so it is a pretty fragile set, which definitely is something that I don't like about it. And behind that, you actually have a booth, which is really cool. You can't actually fit any figures on that, but that's really good looking. It's got some flowers, even has a little sign, live tonight, Phoebe Buffet. I'm probably saying that wrong. But it has a candle and even a little painting of San Francisco, which is really neat. And it's got a service sign that's pointing right down to the actual coffee part where you got this guy working here. I like how you have some cookies and even like a little window down there where you could have cookies. It's even got some mugs. It's got this really cool like big coffee machine, which turned out looking really cool. It's got some silver roller skates and plants and other odd things on there, but you have the guy working it, and it has a really cool cash register as well. I really like how that looks. And then behind it, you actually have this really cool, colorful thing. I don't really even know what it is. You probably know what it is if you watch the show. I'm sorry, I don't watch the show, but I don't know what it is. And so you can actually open the door. See the back side, which is another big problem I have with this set, is the back side of it just looks really plain and ugly, and especially on this side. I know, you know, they had to do it for building stuff in the set, and one thing that's good is that you're not really going to see it, right? You're going to be displaying it the other way with all the characters and the interior and everything. And so you're not really going to see this ugly corner, but it still is quite ugly, and I do think they could have covered it up a little bit better. Over here you actually have this really cool central perk like window, and that's a really cool one. I really like the like almost tent pieces on top. Those look so cool. It gives me, you know, the feel of like an old-fashioned coffee shop, which is really cool. I'm pretty sure you actually have like a picture of Ross putting makeup on here, which is weird. I'm sure I know it if I watch the show, but I'm really sorry I don't watch it. And then the doors open up back inside, but this end definitely looks a lot better than the ugly corner. Over here I accidentally put Rachel spilling something, and then she has, well, there's actually like a whole umbrella stand and then like a whole area for a hat, which turned out really neat. And it has these 3 green pillars, which don't make a lot of sense because there's not a roof on top, and those get knocked off pretty easy, so that's another thing against it. And then you have a whole couch area where I put Phoebe playing guitar. She even has like a little microphone. There's even actually a little keyboard here for Ross to play, which is really cool. But it's got a table, and this part unfortunately doesn't like come out like the rest of them, which is a bit of a shame, but that is how it works, and it's just like that. It does have some cool potted plants though, and then it actually has these really cool like film lights, so it actually looks like it's a TV show, which is really cool. So I like they're on both ends, and I definitely like how those film lights turned out. So at the end of the day, should you buy the LEGO Ideas Central Perk Friend set? I would say heck yes, go for it. This set is really detailed and really cool. For somebody that doesn't even watch Friends, and I honestly don't have that much knowledge of the show, this is a really beautiful and good looking set. It's got an incredible minifig selection. Like, you don't really ever get 7 figures in a $60 set, so it's incredible. Like 1,070 pieces is insane. And so this, for what you're getting this for $60, and they could have charged it for like 80 or 90, and I could have seen it. Like, this is packed with detail. It's really cool. But there definitely are some flaws to this set. Like, things definitely get knocked loose a lot in this set, which definitely is a shame. So it's definitely probably more of a display set, and yes, you can play with some of it, but it really is a shame that lots of it just easily gets knocked off, and the back end definitely could have used a bit of work, but, you're not really seeing that. But I still don't think this should stop you from buying this. Like, this set has so much detail. I love all 7 figures. Love the entire Central Perk coffee shop setup, and this entire thing is such a beautiful, beautiful set, and a really, really cool set. I'm gonna give this a solid 85 out of 100. You really don't get much of a better deal at $60. Like, definitely go out and buy this if you're a Friends set, or if you're a Friends fan. Like, I'm not a huge Friends fan, but I do really, really think that this is definitely one of the better ideas set. This is Seabreak Productions sign off for now. Make sure to subscribe, like, and I will see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.